What, for the scoring? He's let a couple of really good shots go this year. I mean, he's finding the mark, and he's had a few that have missed, but he leaned into that one, and he's a big, strong guy. And when he gets it all, good for him. He played real hard.
I feel like we've talked a lot about the depth on defense, but we're just going to slow them have 6 points each. I feel like you're probably pretty happy with the way they.
Well, yeah, they're offensive juggernauts. Well, I mean, I think you need somebody other than Mike Green scoring goals and getting points from the back end if you want to be successful. And those guys are getting them. That's great.
Any theory on why? You guys, I think that group has 26 points in 8 games total, and obviously it's not just Green.
What group?
The defense.
Oh.
As a unit.
No, I don't have any theory. I really don't. It's just sometimes they're doing the same thing as normal and they're getting lucky, and other times they don't. It goes 1 year it goes in, 1 year it doesn't go in. I mean, I don't think either one of those defensemen that Corey mentioned is going to score 15 goals a year for 5 or 6 years in a row.
Your thoughts on the second period?
Wasn't really very good.
Bad was it just mental errors?
No, we weren't very good. I mean, we made mental mistakes, and it was ugly. But the good thing is they righted the ship, and I mean, we talked in between the second and third about, we don't want to win games 6-4. We don't want this reputation of that. We want to be able to shut teams down, and we can do it for. Right now, we're doing it for 2 periods, and we're having little brain cramps, and it's costing us. But we got to, there's 60-some games left. So I mean, hopefully by then we'll have learned how to really just, when we get the lead, just like in the third period, I thought we were great. I didn't think we gave them a chance. When we took advantage of our chances, we could have scored a couple more goals, I thought, just by playing good defensively. And when we understand that we can do that with the lead, then we'll be a good team.
Is there anything that you can attribute those, what you call like brain cramps to?
No, I if you've played, and I know you haven't at this level, Joe, but I mean, what happens is you get a 3-1 lead and you think it's going to be 12-1. Everything is going to come easy, so you start cheating and taking it easy. It's like anything else. I wish I had a better analogy of when things are going really good and all of a sudden you let up, and then the next thing you know, things aren't going very good, and that's what happens when you get leads early in the game, and they're tough. And I thought we let up totally. The team that doesn't have the good first period goes in, they get crap from their coach. They come out with a different mindset. The mindset of the team that's done it is, well, let's go out and we'll score a couple more, and then it's usually reversed. And then you got to do the same thing in the third period and to right the ship, or reverse it again. So I wish I had the perfect answer, but I don't. But that's sports.
Both teams are playing 3rd and 4, 2nd and 19 hours or whatever.
And 4 and 6, I think, too. I mean,
8. I mean, is it more conducive? Do you expect to see that sort of fatigue creeping in?
I was thinking on the bench that we need a practice. We haven't practiced in 8 days, I mean, because of the games we've played. And you could see systems sort of getting looser. And, we'll take tomorrow off and let them heal, and then we'll have a good practice on Tuesday and just review everything to get, to tighten everything up a bit.
What impacts the fight have in a game like that?
Well, they scored the next shift, sometimes it has a great impact, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's pretty good entertainment. I thought that was a heck of a fight. I wouldn't want to have been on the receiving end. Those guys were throwing hard punches, but I think for the most part, the crowd really liked it, and it was more entertainment value. I don't think it was one of those that I got to lift my team because it was a 4-3 game at the time.
I know 2 of the goals that Michael gave up were just ridiculous bounces in a way, but it seemed like that one from Ladd, the kind of the soft one, that kind of turned the game around a little bit for them.
Yeah, it got, they responded. They got a goal early to make it 3-2, and then when we made it 4-2, they responded right away. And that's when I think they believed that they were going to win. But the one thing I know about Michael is he's been really good in the third periods. And he reminds me a lot like of Jerry Cheevers when he was quoted. He didn't care if the game was 1-0 or 7-6 as long as he made the saves when they were up by 1 at the end. And that's one of the things that made Cheevers a great goalie, and that's one of the things that, I don't want to anoint Mike as the next Jerry Cheevers, but watching the Calder Cup last year and the year before, that's when they had that 1-goal lead, he had that innate ability to just shut it down and not allow anything else in. So that's why I wasn't considering a change at all.
Bruce, were you surprised at all, considering the second period of the game against Buffalo, that the team, came out, didn't play as well as they did in the second period of this game?
It's hard to play great all 3 periods. We want to look for excuses and things, but and we're saying, well, we're trying to, as media, say, well, why did this happen? But it is hard to play a great 20 minutes followed by a great 20 minutes followed by a great 20 minutes, because the other team has their ebbs where they're going to play really good for certain times. And we were really focused on in this weekend of making sure we got a good start, and we couldn't continue it in the second period in both games, the Buffalo game and this game, and we had a letdown. And then we righted the ship again in the third period. And now, hopefully, over the course of time, it'll all equal out. We don't want the third periods at any time to be bad, but that's the only period left that we haven't been good at. So we'll see.
On 3 separate occasions, they had come back from a 2-goal deficit. When the game was tied at 4-4, what's going through your mind at that point?
I wanted just to get through the period, and then so we could talk about this, but that happens in so much sports. You see rallies and they go right to they tie it up, but they can't get that next goal or that next touchdown or that next field goal, and then the other team rebounds and comes back. So I thought going into the third period with tied, we had a good chance.